So moving along, like, goobers tweeting silly shit out. Hairline, did you see this tweet from Tony Khan? He tweeted out, again, just stepping on his own dick, making himself look like a goober. This isn't that big of a deal, but 2 days ago he tweeted out, at Tony Khan says, 2024 AEW is the next 2021 AEW. What do you think of that? And then it's a picture of him wearing goofy glasses that say 2021 on them.
Well, what was 2021?
Well, like a great year for them, I guess, is what he's implying.
Right, but that's what. So was that like the Matt Hardy and the fucking Icebox year, or was that
Oh shit!
or was that Kenny versus Penta? I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even sure. AEW Wrestling 2021. Let me just type it in and see like what was going on around that time. But just your thoughts on that. Like, so is he saying 2022 and 2023 weren't good after he just told us a bunch of times at these press conferences, oh, it's been great, the safest wrestling company of all time, and we're just so great that, like, how everything's great here. And so he's just saying the last 2 years weren't shit, and we've all been saying that, but we get called demons for saying that. So, like, what do you think about that?
Well, again, like the analyze this correctly, we do have to see what 2021 was, but he is definitely like stepping on his own dick and kind of like, oh, 2022 and 2023 or whatever. No, they were great actually. We have the safest wrestling, and Jericho did nothing. I want to.
I don't know if I got your thoughts on that. Like, what did you think of Tony Khan saying, with the Jericho situation and the NDAs and all that, and then you have and like whatever. Like, I'll get you. Well, yeah, you can give me your thoughts on that actually, but just like, and then also like with all the injuries and all of the times where like Sammy Guevara got in shoots with Andrade and Eddie Kingston, and Ruby Soho wanted to beat up Ty Mello, and Thunder Rosa had to run and hide in a bathroom stall, as reported by Meltzer in these geeks. So what about it is the safest wrestling company when CM Punk had to fucking knock out the locker room or whatever, to fucking get people to wake up? Like, what about that? Like, what do you make of him wearing that fur hat and those glasses going, oh, it's the safest of all time in the human history? What do you make of that, Hairline?
The biggest thing I want to say about like that situation is it's such bullshit that it took place during the first time Julia Hart got to like cut a promo and like really show us what she can do on these fucking press scrums. Not that that's like, what I'm saying, crucial, but like, what I'm saying? Like, dude, I don't know, man. It's just all like, we're over here fucking talking about wrestling, and all of a sudden we're just talking about how good this fucking hot dog grill is. It's not that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, this is not the time. Like, we're supposed to be talking about Julia Hart.
Yeah, and those marks know that fucking Tony Khan's gonna give them 2 hours extra of his time so he can talk after. So like, when to ask it.
He loves it.
Yeah.
And now the outfit. Why did he have that outfit on in the first place?
Well, because Toni Storm put her hat, like, she was wearing like fur and glasses and doing her character, like she's doing her gimmick, right? Like during these press conferences, and which is brilliant. But then she put the hat and the glasses on Tony, and he didn't have the wherewithal of even like, okay, he's wearing it, he's being cute, but when he's asked that question, remove the glasses and the hat and show everyone how seriously you take this. Oh, we take this so seriously? Do ya? Oh, really, dude? Yeah. So, but yeah, I guess we didn't get your thoughts on all that. So I don't know though. Yeah, Tony Khan, man, kind of, like, well, let me ask you while you're here with the whole Jinder Mahal, Seth Rollins hook. What were your thoughts on that? Right? He says, yo, like he evokes for some reason Hook and Jinder, talk shit on Jinder. So Jinder tweets for the first time in 2 years and goes, who the fuck is Hook? Like, come on, dude. What was all that about? What were your thoughts on all that? Like,
I think it's like almost the most unhinged we've ever seen Tony so far, because like
downhill, dude. They're
it's just like tweeting like Jinder like did fucking career changing promo right there, and like here's fucking Tony just all like admitting that he's watching the show first off. You know what I'm saying? And then like just all like, oh, I'll show them. Hook gets a title match, even though I'm sending Swerve out there. But don't worry, Swerve's gonna get interrupted by Hangman. And it's just after birth after birth after birth. But like, okay, basically in a nutshell, man, he just like justified it in his mind and to his fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'll show them Hook gets a title shot. Didn't Hook lose, bro? So like,
Yeah,
oh
did
no,
you
it's
see that
great.
match? Did you like that match though? I thought the Joe I like the Joe Hook match better, except for when he kicked out of the Muscle Buster. But I thought Jinder Seth was a solid match, but it wasn't like either of those guys' best matches. But they had me when Jinder colossed him and got that false finish. Like they had me there. I was like, oh, he's gonna win the belt. Because that's where Tony fucked up. It's like, no, dude, WWE fuck around and put that belt on Jinder. And we know you're not putting it on a hook because you set up a triple threat match right after
Right.
that shit, you know? So we know that because Tony always double books. He always steps on his own dick. So
Yep.
he's got a match with Hook and Joe, but then he lets us know that Swerve and Hangman are gonna also try and fight him right after. So now we know like there's no element of surprise. It's like a 6-year-old book, and we've talked about it ad nauseum. But
Right.
um,
Plus, I guess Wardlow wants a title shot or some shit.
so let's get your thoughts on while we're doing this. Let's get your thoughts on the reveal of like the devil. So let's sit here and talk about it. Like, why would Wardlow be in that faction when MJF was 100%? Wardlow squashed him with 10 power bombs, pinned him clean, right? But now that MJF's the world champion and he's all injured after 30 title defenses and wrestling 2 times in one night and shit. Why would Wardlow team up with another evil team after he got fucked around by like 2 evil teams before? So he's going to team up with this evil team to what? Help Joe get the title when Joe beat Wardlow for the TNT title and shaved his head and humiliated him and put Roderick Strong in the neck brace? So yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to act like spooky devils and then help Joe get the belt. Why? Why did Wardlow could have just showed up, power bombed MJF 10 times and beat him like he did before on paper? Like why would Wardlow help Joe when Joe shaved his head and humiliated him and injured him and got him off TV in kayfabe? Why the fuck would he help Joe and Adam Cole? It makes no sense. It was the worst shit. I would have almost preferred it was Jack Perry or even Tony Khan. What were your
Weren't
thoughts?
they were Ring of Honor tag champions before that, right? Or some shit.
Who?
Joe and Wardlow, right? Right?
I
Like,
don't
didn't
even
they?
know. I don't listen to me.
I briefly remember them doing some kind of tagging. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Listen,
why they
what
were
happened was
married.
Joe fucked over Wardlow, beat him for the TNT title, shaved his head on TV, humiliated him, and like injured him. And then Wardlow was gone. Then he came back. Roderick Strong was in a neck brace for fucking 3 months because Joe broke his neck with a chair or whatever. So these guys go, let us help Joe win the title so our team can be fucking mid-carders on Collision next week. Like, what was the point of that? Who did that get
Oh,
over?
no one, absolutely no one. Okay, and I don't mean to go off topic, but it's still on topic of the whole devil thing. But like the biggest thing that bothers me here is Cole had to be fucking like the whole reason he went to AEW is because WWE wanted him to be a fucking mouthpiece because he was injury prone and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit,
Doug, check it out,
hairline,
though.
man.
Come on,
Hold
listen,
on, hold on.
listen. And now he's like, you know what I'm saying, injured, like the WWE was saying. You know what I'm saying? And he's the mouthpiece for this faction. You know, so it's like he ultimately became like what he was leaving the WWE over. You know,
Dude, you just blew my goddamn mind with that.